So I also wanted to talk to you today about the pro-life and pro-choice is very much in the news lately. We'll talk about the Texas heartbeat law, but the most important case going on right now in this realm is the Dobbs versus Jackson. So can you fill people in on what's happening there at the Supreme Court with this?
Sure. So, we've got this case that came in front of the Supreme Court on December 1st. And, the arguments were heard, and we won't have a ruling from the Supreme Court until probably June. It could be May, but probably June. I mean, I assume they already know what they're going to do, but generally cases like that, we don't hear from them until the very end. So probably June. Basically this is really a case that could overturn Roe v. Wade, which would not make abortion illegal, but it would return abortion rights back to the states, which is really where they should have been the whole time. Abortion should not be a federal issue, because if you look at the Constitution, really, there is no right to abortion in the Constitution. It was something that was worked in there under, sort of false pretenses. But now the Mississippi solicitor did a really good job of arguing his case. We heard some really great questions being asked from the justices. I would say even the Chief Justice Roberts was asking some really great questions. Surprisingly, he's been disappointing, to say the least, over the past few years, but he was even asking some really great questions. And I feel optimistic. I feel optimistic. There just isn't a constitutional right to abortion. And, when Roe v. Wade was argued in 1972 and then ruled in 1973, it was initially a right to privacy issue that was ruled on. And when Chief Thomas, when Justice Thomas asked the question about, what are you asking for? What is this? He asked this to Biden's solicitor. Are you saying this is a right to privacy? Because that's how it was originally ruled on. Are you asking for a right? What is this? What is this falling under? Well, now the solicitor is saying this is a right to liberty, which completely changes the game. Now we're not even asking about a right to privacy. Now we're asking for a right to liberty. And I can't think of anything that is more juxtaposed to abortion than liberty. Taking of an innocent life is far from liberty. So it was interesting to hear Biden solicitors try to argue for a constitutional right to abortion. I think they did a very poor job of doing so. So we'll see. I mean, this is a huge case, and really the first one since Roe was decided that could potentially throw this back to the states. If that happens, then we're looking at, we believe, about 26 states that would immediately make abortion illegal. So more than half the states in the U.S., abortion would not be accessible to women, which we know would decrease the abortion rate in our country. And that would be a huge success. That would be a huge win for babies, but not just babies. It would be a huge success for women.